Generational wealth. Generational wealth. Generational wealth. What is generational wealth? We asked our communities, and this is what they had to say.
Generational wealth is knowledge, whether knowing how to heal yourself from plants, knowing how to stretch your body right, and knowing what to do when you need to take time or space to get to know yourself and to grow as a person. And knowledge is something that can be passed down from your abuelitas to your mom and just to all the knowledgeable, powerful women in my lineage, at least.
This campaign to create awareness to generational wealth is brought to you by the Department of Neighborhood's Generational Wealth Initiative, the Washington Housing Finance Commission, and Rainier Avenue Radio World. Create your generational wealth for you and the future of your families.
What's going on, world? It's your boy OG Mambo.
And your guy D Money. Join us along with Pint Size Patron and ID Yourself
Here on Fresh Juice at Rainier Avenue Radio.
every Wednesday hump day from 9 to 11 Pacific.
Get exclusive interviews from your favorite artists, all the hottest music, and updates on what we got going on in the world.
That's every Wednesday, 9 to 11 p.m. on Seattle's Rainier Avenue Radio.
This is an important message about coronavirus. With coronavirus still spreading, those who are most likely to get seriously ill must take extra precautions. You are at a higher risk for getting seriously ill if you are over 65 or if you have any serious underlying medical conditions, like heart disease, chronic lung disease, like asthma, diabetes, or if you're undergoing cancer treatment. If you're at a higher risk for getting seriously ill, it's essential you take extra care to protect yourself. Stay home, avoid close contact with others, wash your hands frequently with soap and water for 20 seconds, disinfect frequently touched objects like doorknobs and light switches. The choices you make are critical, and their impact is significant.
Generational wealth. Generational wealth. Generational wealth. What is generational wealth? We asked our communities, and this is what they had to say.
When I think about generational wealth, I think about history. I think about the history of exploitation, what led us to today. Some people live a certain social economic way, and the majority does not get to live in that same way. Perhaps they don't want to live that way. I don't know.
Generational wealth has some really strong positives and some really strong negatives. At its best, it's ways that communities can grow, find security for themselves. It's a way to make sure that your children and their children and each generation thereafter has opportunities to find joy and growth and make a difference in the world.
This campaign to create awareness to generational wealth is brought to you by the Department of Neighborhood's Generational Wealth Initiative, the Washington Housing Finance Commission, and Rainier Avenue Radio World. Generational wealth. Generational wealth. Generational wealth. What is generational wealth? We asked our communities, and this is what they had to say.
Generational wealth to me is wealth that has been accumulated from their ancestors, but their ancestors are usually the ones that aren't the ones that built it, but built off of POC ancestors, in my own definition, from what I see. Because not many POC people have that type of wealth, as you can see in many people's neighborhoods and communities. It's usually a white person. You can see it in gentrification around us and even in schools nowadays. But generational wealth is basically hard work that isn't really your own hard work.
This campaign to create awareness to generational wealth is brought to you by the Department of Neighborhood's Generational Wealth Initiative, the Washington Housing Finance Commission, and Rainier Avenue Radio World.
You're listening to Rainier Avenue Radio World.
Citizens of America or citizens of the world, let us begin.
Rainier Avenue Radio.
And welcome back to Seattle Pacific. Rick Dupree here, and we're about to bring you the boys championship game. Garfield, O'Day, the Bulldogs, the Fighting Irish. And these teams, as you recall, played in the state championship last year. Garfield won it, but they've met twice this year, and O'Day winner both times, 60-52 in the first meeting of these two squads, and then 59-58. Right now, the starting lineups are being called, so I'm going to shut up. Maybe you can hear a little bit of that, and then we will be back for the call of the game right here again, live at Seattle Pacific. I should say Seattle Pacific University.
I know,
SPU.
right? Well, why don't we go ahead and announce some of the lineups for us? Garfield Bulldogs, you got Jamari Harris. You got, that's a hard one.
Just Ish. Okay.
Ish. Call him Ish.
There we go.
He's a senior. Marcel Jones, Jr., Sammy Taylor, Senior, Legend Smiley, Jr., Roy Lee Williams Robinson, Jr., Kevin Richardson, Senior, Isaiah Davis, Sophomore, Almo Bonnet, that's a sophomore, Jay Simmons, Senior, BJ Roy Jr., a junior. He's also a junior. Dre Nico, Senior. That's your Garfield Bulldogs lineup. For the O'Day Fighting Irish, as we get that screen going there, we got Zoe Cesario. That's a junior. Quincy Brown, Junior. Peyton Brooks, sophomore. Brian Phillips, sophomore. Johnny Burkett, sophomore. Patrick Galvin, senior. Levi Borbino, sophomore. PJ Shannon, senior. Malcolm Clark, senior. Braylon Webb, junior. Gina Woodard, sophomore. And Brian Webster, sophomore.
Dan Webster, second team All-Metro, only a sophomore. 6'3".
He's the 2024 Co-Defensive Player of the Year. Senior number 3, BJ Shannon.
BJ Shannon, 5'10" senior guard, and rounding out the starting lineup for O'Day, number 33, Malcolm Clark, 6'7" senior.
So we got Rick Dupree here. You got myself, Daniel Bellis, and then of course we got Kareem the Dream on the camera.
Kareem the Dream. What's up, my brother? Good to see you. All right. Daniel B, always good to see you.
Yep.
Behind the scenes, making sure everything's working.
Am I not mistaken, Rick? Brandon Roy played for the Blazers, right?
Brandon Roy played for the Blazers and had a great career. Unfortunately, cut short with knee injury. And I tell you, he was Rookie of the Year, and at the prime of his career, he was one of the best in the NBA. Billboards all over Portland with him there. His son, BJ, Brandon Jr.
Wow, that's great for Garfield.
Yeah, absolutely. So we are about to tip it off here, and the Bulldogs taking control. Bulldogs, and looks like O'Day in the man-to-man right now. Bulldogs moving the ball around the perimeter. Legend Smiley with it. Gets it over to Jamari Harris, and the ball stolen.
Pocket.
And the Fighting Irish across. BJ Shannon with the ball looking on the outside. Irish moving around on the perimeter and driving to the basket. Oh, taking it all the way to the cup. Braylon Webb, 6'6" junior, took it to the basket. And O'Day leading it 2-0.
We got another Agent Zero on the court.
Bulldogs trying to move, and tell you what, the defense by the Fighting Irish kind of stifling. 13 on the shot clock. Ball stolen. And that was a BJ Shannon with the steal down court. Oh, and I tell you what, Euro step, they didn't call it. Missed shot there, and tell you what, so far Bulldogs really sloppy with the ball. Another turnover. Fighting Irish with it, moving it around. Oh, nice drive to the basket. So that was Brian Webster, and coming to try to stop him with the block was Sammy Taylor, but they're going to call a foul there. So Webster going to the line for 2 shots. So if you just joined us, we just tipped off here, 6:51 to play here in the first quarter of the Metro Boys Championship game. O'Day with that made free throw by Brian Webster leads it 3-0.
Brian Webster also has number 5, which is the same number of Jazante Murray, who is on the Atlanta Hawks right now.
Yeah.
2 for 2.
Second one in there. So Bulldogs trying to find their way early in the game. Bulldogs been a little sloppy with the basketball, but surely they'll clean that up. Move the ball on the perimeter. And driving in another.
Got a pass.
Yeah, man. I tell you what, I don't know if the Bulldogs just kind of nerves or whatever, but they have been real sloppy with the basketball. That's 3 turnovers here and 3 possessions. O'Day on the other end driving. Webster to the basket. Takes it all the way to the cup. Brian Webster.
To the cup. Webster heating up.
So O'Day leading it 6-0 here. Only a minute and a half gone in the first quarter. 3-point shot by the Bulldogs. That's good.
Nice.
I'm going to call it Ishe Penkuamawe. Woo! And a 3 on the other end.
Yeah,
that sounded good. Whether it's right or not, but it sounded good.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. All right, so with that 3-pointer, Fighting Irish leading at 6-3. 6 minutes to play here in quarter number 1. Live at SPU, Metro Boys championship game. Legend Smiley. Smiley with the bucket.
Nice.
I'll tell you what, Legend Smiley. And I mean, as a freshman, he was hitting buckets. His dad, his granddad, also Bulldogs. So Legend Smiley keeping the Smiley legend going on at Garfield. When you're smiling.
Ooh,
and driving the basket,
hard
BJ
foul.
Shannon gets fouled. I think they're going to call foul on the floor. BJ trying to say he was shooting it, but it was on the floor before he tried to put it up.
Out of bounds. Okay.
So the Fighting Irish, new 30, new shot clock, I should say. Jumper on the outside, 3-pointer won't go. Rebound, Fighting, and it's going to go out of bounds off of O'Day. That'll be Garfield basketball. So the Bulldogs still trying to find their rhythm and only down a point, 6-5 here, you guys. So if you're Brandon Roy, you got to be happy with that. Damari Harris with the ball, contented. Over it. Jai Simmons with the bucket gives the Bulldogs their first lead of the ball game, 7-6. Fighting Irish again, moving the ball on the perimeter, looking for an opening. Bulldogs stifling man defense. Webster out to the 3-pointer, and I believe, that was BJ Shannon with the 3-pointer. Giving the Fighting Irish a 9-7 lead here, 4:43 left to go in the first quarter. Bulldogs looking for an opening. Legend Smiley, count it. That's a 3-pointer. You don't want to let him get heated up, let me tell you. So Smiley giving the Bulldogs a 1-point lead, 10-9. Right now, these teams going back and forth. And they're going to call a travel. Veteran referee Jerry Manise, out of Franklin High School, was a great player in his day, makes that call. So checking in for the Fighting Irish, number 23, Patrick Galvin. And for the Bulldogs, Dre Nico, number 5. So 4:18 left to go in the first quarter. Close game here. Bulldogs lead at 10-9. We are live at Seattle Pacific University, SPU. Home pavilion. Bulldogs looking for opening. BJ Roy with it over to Smiley. Smiley driving in the lane. Kicks it out. The jumper, no good. That was Azai Simmons. And scramble for the ball is going to be knocked out of bounds, and they're going to say O'Day basketball. So we got a packed house here at Seattle Pacific, as was expected. And a lot of the crowd standing on their feet to our left. We are across from both benches. Fighting Irish moving on the perimeter, looking for something. Moving the ball around. BJ Shannon kind of faking the 3. Now he's going to take the 3, and it's good. BJ Shannon. Tell you what, got to get a hand up on him. O'Day with the lead, 12-10. 3:30 left to go in the first quarter.
I like O'Day's energy. They're here in support of their basketball team tonight.
They are always behind their squad. Ish with the ball, the drive off the window, won't go. Rebound to Brian Webster. He takes it across the half-court line in the corner. Finds Quincy Brown. Quincy with the 3. Oh, rolled around. Was halfway down the cylinder and came out. The Bulldogs with the ball. Legend Smiley. Smiley, top of the key, looks over, finds. And that's going to be an air ball by Ish. Fighting Irish with the ball. BJ Shannon looking. Trying to drive into the paint. Spin move, and that shot is blocked there to make sure he was going nowhere with it. Was Dre Nico coming down on the other end. It's Legend Smiley, and a foul on the floor.
Blocking foul.
Yep, blocking foul on the Irish. So that'll be a foul on the floor. That is, let's see, looks like the Fighting Irish's first team foul.
Braylon Webb, Ryan Phillips, and Levi Orbino into the game.
So the Bulldogs take it on the baseline. Legend Smiley inbounding. Gets it out to Marcel Jones. Jones back to Smiley. Smiley on the baseline. 3 players there. Falls out of bounds. Throws it away. Stolen by the Fighting Irish. And on the other end, bad pass. And the Bulldogs got it. Oh, loose ball. And I think we're going to have a foul on the floor there. Yeah. Foul's going to be on Ryan Phillips. He's not happy about that of the Fighting Irish. So the Bulldogs.
Foul is on Phillips. His first. Out of bounds. Garfield.
And if you hear the PA announcer there, that's the legendary hang time. Yes, indeed. Great player from Garfield. Lamar Hurd went on to University of Oregon. Great basketball and even better track athlete. Bulldogs with the ball, moving on the perimeter. Sammy Taylor looking for something to Legend Smiley. Smiley with a great move. Oh, I tell you, jump stop and step over. Smiley off the window for the basket and ties the ball game up at 12 with 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Fighting Irish back on the other end. Braylon Webb passes out. Oh, drive to the basket. No one there to stop him. Patrick Galvin takes it all the way to the rack. Giving the Fighting Irish a 14-12 lead. Bulldogs with the ball now on the perimeter. Ajayi Simmons. Simmons. Simmons about a 15-foot jumper, and that's good to tie the ball game back up. The big guy. And the Bulldogs with the steal. Coming down, Legend Smiley, and count it.
And that's good.
Smiley. So on a great play by Smiley. It was a steal. Smiley saw it, and he jetted down, got the ball, and was fouled in the act of shooting. So he'll go to the line for one shot. Bulldogs with the 16-14 lead. A minute 11 left to play here in quarter number 1.
At the line, shooting 2.
Oh, check that. No, I think he's shooting 1. I think they counted the basket.
Correction.
Yep. Basket was good. So he's shooting 1. 3-point play the old-fashioned way at the line. Let's see if he can get it. There it is. Smiley, only a junior. I tell you what, sure, he's got a lot of schools looking at him, licking their chops. He can play this game, and just a nice touch. And just always plays within himself. Great player. So Bulldogs with a minute left to go here in the first quarter, leading at 17-14. Fighting Irish on the perimeter, trying to move it around. Ball knocked out of bounds by Sammy Taylor. So Fighting Irish will retain possession. 14 seconds on the shot clock, 55 on the game clock. Inbounds to the big guy, Malcolm Clark. Inside, now back out. Driving to the basket, little double pump. That was a Ryan Phillips.
Yeah.
But there for the follow is Braylon Webb to make it a 1-point game, 17-16 Bulldogs. So 40 seconds left on the game clock here in the first quarter. Sammy Taylor with the ball. Over to Legend Smiley. Smiley outside of the 3-point line, waving one of his guys off behind the back, trying to look for an opening. Back over to Taylor. Taylor on the left side. Over to Marcel Jones. His shot short. Scramble for the ball. A lot of guys on the floor, and I think they're going to call a jump ball. Yep. Boy, I tell you what. But I tell you what, I tell you, Crib, I like the fact these guys, they were getting on the floor. They were getting after it.
Yeah.
Come on.
Defense wins championships. Let's see it tonight.
Right. That's right. 12 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Bulldogs leading 17-16. Fighting Irish across the timeline. Number 24, Levi Orbino with the ball. And Shot at the buzzer, and I think the shot, it was no good, but I think the shot was after the buzzer. So after one, Garfield leading by a score of 17-16 here at SPU.
And of course, what does this mean? Well, the Sea Kings start tomorrow, and sorry, that's the wrong one. There we go. Go forward. There we go. The winner of this game will go against the winner of Nathan Hale at Lake Washington, which tips off tomorrow at 7. And the loser of this game will play the winner of Mercer Island at Rainier Beach, which also tips off tomorrow at 7 p.m. Both the winner and the loser of this Metro Championship will get to sit and rest until Tuesday. And the loser will play at 5 p.m. on Tuesday against the winner of Mercer Island and Rainier Beach. And then the winner will play on Tuesday at 8 p.m. against the winner of Nathan Hale at Lake Washington. If you're looking at this thing, definitely winning this contest and not having to face Rainier Beach would probably be the game plan.
Garfield will start the second quarter with possession.
All right, so start of the second quarter. Bulldogs leading at 17-16. Bulldogs with the lead and the leather, as Kevin Calabro would say. Moving the ball around. Legend Smiley with it. And yep, turnover there. Bulldogs again still a little sloppy with the basketball. I mean, it hasn't hurt them yet, but that's something they got to clean up here because again, a team like O'Day, you cannot make too many mistakes. They will make you pay. Right now, Bulldogs leading 17-16. Fighting Irish with the ball in the perimeter. Malcolm Clark hands it off to Braylon Webb. Webb out to Brian Webster. BJ Shannon on top. Little move, drives into the paint, takes it all the way to the rack. Kind of an errant shot, goes air ball, no good. Bulldogs with it on the run. Marcel Jones takes it all the way to the rack.
I like that hand switch he did. That was smooth. Nice ball control.
Yeah, the junior guard taking it right to the rack off the window for the basket, giving the Bulldogs a 3-point lead, 19-16. On the other end, short jumper, Braylon Webb. Count it, 6'6" junior. And it's a 1-point ball game again. Legend Smiley with the basketball.
6'6" is also the same height as Michael Jordan.
Yeah, but ain't nobody got game like MJ. We can talk more about that. On the other end, driving the basket, BJ Shannon. And he's going to be fouled by Marcel Jones. Yeah, interesting thing about MJ, obviously in high school, got cut. I don't think he played varsity until I think it was his junior year. And I'll never forget. So I'm a year older than Michael Jordan. I remember played football for the Huskies. I came home after spring practice, and there was this freshman, I was going to say rookie freshman at North Carolina. Game was on ESPN. He was getting off. This guy by the name of Michael Jordan. I said, this guy's pretty tough. Little did we know at that time.
Wow.
And I mean, a lot of great players, and obviously different eras or what have you. But Michael Jordan, I don't care what anybody says. I think arguably the best basketball player in the history of the game. Just all around, what he did, how he impacted his team, and six championships. What can you say? On the other end, Bulldogs jumper won't go short, and so Fighting Irish with the ball tied up 19-19. The Fighting Irish hit one of the free throws down on the other end. So 6 minutes left to go here in the first half. Tie ball game, 19-all. Fighting Irish looking for an opening. Inside on the perimeter, and it looks like they may call foul on the floor. Patrick Galvin. Yep, was fouled. I'm just trying to see. Actually, I don't think there was a foul call. Just the ball knocked out of bounds off of the Bulldogs. So Fighting Irish ball with 12 seconds on the shot clock. Clark with the ball on the perimeter. Hands it off to Quincy Brown. Brown to Webster. Webster with the shot. Kind of forced it. No good air ball. Bulldogs with it. And tell you, errant pass there. The Bulldogs. Jamari Harris not looking on the other end. And the Bulldog, rather I should say the Fighting Irish, Brian Webster, three-pointer. And come on, from the front, you got to call that banker, young man. You know you wasn't trying to do that, but okay, we'll give it to him. On the other end, driving to the basket for the Bulldogs, Jamari Harris won't go, and Fighting Irish on the other end across the timeline. And now they will set it up. BJ Shannon with it. Over to Webster. Webster driving into the paint and lays it in, but no, it won't go. But rebound to the Fighting Irish and a short shot later by Quincy Brown. That won't go either. Bulldogs with the ball.
Oh,
and I tell you what. So Jamari Harris, he saw Sammy Taylor, but Sammy Taylor was open. Nobody between him and the basket, but he wasn't expecting the pass, and it went out of bounds. So timeout on the floor. 5:20 left to go in the first half. O'Day, the Fighting Irish, leading Garfield by a score of 22-19. And we had a pretty good girls game before, huh? Tell us a little bit about that.
Sure did. First half was extremely close between Garfield and Lakeside, but it was all pretty much Garfield in the third quarter. Lakeside made a huge push early in the fourth. Garfield held on. I think they won by like 9 or so over Lakeside.
Now, Garfield, if I'm not mistaken, is one, the Garfield girls, if I'm not mistaken, haven't they won the last 2 or 3?
Yeah, they've won the last 2 championships.
Okay,
so they are going for a 3-peat this year.
Yes,
like the Lakers.
Yeah.
Lakers of another era, not the current Lakers. So let's get that straight, fellas. Although, you look at the Lakers, and every time I see LeBron, I'm just amazed that, still playing at 39, playing at the level that he's playing.
Yeah.
And people make a big deal out of it, but he invests, over $1 million in his healthcare. Yeah. Yeah, it is, no doubt.
Yeah.
And again, that investment, of $1 million+ in his health, nutrition, physical fitness, and what have you, and you see it paying off because at his age, oldest player in the NBA. I remember when he was the youngest coming in out of high school, now the oldest, and still getting it done. So if you just tuned in, you're listening to Rainier Avenue Radio's live broadcast of the Metro Boys championship ball game. O'Day and Garfield. 5 minutes left in the first half. O'Day leading 22-19. Irish with the ball, 16 on the shot clock. Moving the ball on the perimeter now. BJ Shannon backing it out. Over to Brian Webster. And the drive from the side. That was Peyton Brooks. And check that. It was Quincy Brown. So Quincy Brown on the drive to the basket was not able to get the basket, but he was fouled, and so he'll go to the line shooting 2. The referee throws in the ball. He's a little surprised, wasn't expecting it. He's looking away. First free throw is up and hits the front iron and does not go in.
He also has the number 12, like John Morant from the Memphis Grizzlies.
This man knows this NBA.
And second shot is up and in. So Fighting Irish with a 4-point lead. I think the biggest lead of the ball game since the very beginning when they went up. So 23-19, Fighting Irish leading. Bulldogs with the ball. 18 on the shot clock. BJ Roy. Brandon Jr. Over to Sammy Taylor. Taylor looking for Legend Smiley. Some contact there, but Smiley goes into the backcourt to get the ball. 6 on the shot clock. Smiley over to Taylor.
Ooh,
Taylor, the
nice
lefty,
fake.
long 3, won't go. And Fighting Irish with the ball. BJ Shannon across the timeline over to Webster. On the baseline drive, Legend Smiley, good defense there. Cuts it off. And they would say the ball's knocked out of bounds. They would say off the Bulldogs. So Fighting Irish ball. 18 on the shot clock. So BJ Shannon will take it out. He's guarded there. A couple of Bulldogs. Into the big guy, Malcolm Clark, 6'7". Clark back over to Shannon. BJ, and it won't go. A lot of contact there, didn't call it. And going up for the rebound was Jamari Harris. Some contact there, but no call. And they're saying it was off of Harris. O'Day basketball. So not a change of possession. So it looks like the shot clock will remain because there was not an official change of possession on that. So 8 seconds on the shot clock. Fighting Irish taking it out. Into the big guy, Clark. Clark out to Webster. Webster with the drive off the window. Won't go. Rebound. And they're going to say it's out on the Bulldogs O'Day ball. So reset of the shot clock. Returning for the Bulldogs, Ajayi Simmons. Looks like he's about 6'7". We don't have the height listed on the Garfield roster, but he looks like he's about, I'm going to give him a good 6'7". He's right there with Clark. And the three-pointer is good for BJ Shannon. and giving the Fighting Irish their biggest lead of the ball game by 7 points, 26-19, 3:40 left to play. Roy with the ball over to Harris. Harris to Smiley. Smiley way outside, driving in now on the left side, and they're going to call a blocking foul. So that is O'Day's first team foul.
His first. Out of bounds.
And well-played game in the sense of not a lot of fouls, only 2 team fouls on the Bulldogs here, and we only have 3:30 left to go in the first half. Inbounds pass. Smiley inbounds. Passes it over to Harris, and Harris back to Smiley as he just came in and laid it in. That was a great inbound play. Bulldogs pull to within 5, 26-21.
Nice crossover. Oh,
Brian
nice
Webster
cross to the rack
with the drive. Pushing that lead back to 7 points for the Fighting Irish. On the other end, Bulldogs trying to create something. Ball knocked away. Ajayi Simmons loses it. Fighting Irish on the run. And the big guy, Malcolm Clark, not able to handle it. And the Bulldogs get it. And I think we're going to have a timeout here, or let's see what the call is. Nope, foul on the Fighting Irish. Called the foul on number 22, Donnie Burkett.
Back into the game for O'Day. Sammy Taylor into the game for Garfield.
So 2:52 left to go in the first half. O'Day leading Garfield by a score of 28-21. Bulldogs won the first quarter 17-16, but Fighting Irish have owned the second quarter so far. Bulldogs with the ball. Taylor over to Ish. Ish step back jumper, and it's good. Step back from the elbow.
Ish has amazing form.
Yeah. I didn't think that was going like high arching shot. Drop down, nothing but net, baby. Fighting Irish on the other end. Braylon Webb driving, kicks it out. Back out to Webb. Webb, the three-pointer on the left side won't go. And Bulldogs with the rebound. Legend Smiley. They'll bring it across the timeline. Now driving all the way into the paint.
Nice crossover.
Oh, and tell you what, a lot of contact. And Smiley on the floor saying, come on, rep. But they're going to say the ball out of bounds off of O'Day. So Bulldogs will retain possession, but Smiley looking for the foul on that one. So I should say Bulldogs taking it out. Long pass outside of the way close to half-court line. That is Ish with the ball. Waiting for a screen. Gets it, comes to the left side. The jumper. Ish not off the back iron, won't go. Rebound comes down to Braylon Webb. Webb will bring it across the timeline himself. Now driving all the way into the paint, to the basket. Oh, Webb! Coast to coast. Count it. O'Day leading at 30-23 with a minute 40 left to play here in the first half. Garfield on the other end. Taylor. Now Ish. Three-pointer won't go. Fight for the rebound. And the Fighting Irish come up with it. There's Donnie Burkett with it. Burkett takes it all the way to the basket. It's good. Tell you what. O'Day taking it all the way to the rack, and the Bulldogs not getting the body on them, not stopping them.
Yes, plenty of layups dropping right now for O'Day.
Legend Smiley on the other end. Now, Ish has it, and I think we're going to have a foul on the floor. Let's see what the call is. A foul on the Fighting Irish.
Fouls on Patrick Galvin, his second. Correction, fouls on 24.
So Patrick Galvin. No, check that. Foul
His first.
was on Levi Orbino, I believe. Legend Smiley with the ball, loses it. Scramble, and Smiley on the floor. And tell you what, the ball is still going. Bulldogs come down with it. Bulldogs come down with it. So shot clock 15 on the clock. That was a mad scramble for the ball, and it kept no one had close possession of it. Bulldogs finally got it. On the other end, three-pointer by the big guy. That is Ajayi Simmons won't go, but Garfield with the rebound, and Sammy Taylor.
Nice one bounce.
Yeah, Sammy Taylor, nice little jump hook in the paint. Pull the Bulldogs within 7, 32-25. 30 seconds left to play here in quarter number 2. So shot clock is off. Game clock is at 24, 23, 22. Fighting Irish looking for that final shot of the first half. Orbino with the ball. Over to Webster. Webster driving in the paint. And ball knocked
lost
away
it.
by Sammy Taylor. I'll tell you what, the Bull, good play to knock the ball away, but you've got to get in front of the guy and cut him off. And they being the Bulldogs, allowing the Fighting Irish to drive to the basket at will. So 12.3 on the clock. Inbounds to Webster. Webster out to Burkett. Driving in the paint. High. Archie won't go. That was Quincy Brown. Bulldogs. Shot at the buzzer won't go. So after one half, O'Day with the 32-25 lead. So we're going to take timeout. We're going to give you some updates on some scores and some things, or I don't know if there's any scores, but updates on what is to come following tonight's ball game. And we have halftime here. We'll be back with second half action in about 10 minutes right here on Rainier Avenue Radio.
Yeah, we actually do have a couple of scores going on because the District 3-4 are in their first round right now, and District 1's in their second round. We do have a final score up in Westco. Number 6 in Mount Lake Terrace has won their game against Shorewood, easily 71-43, cruising to that win. And then in District 3-4, their first round contest, that one being between high-ranked Auburn, number 3, and Lincoln of Tacoma, number 10. Very close game in the second quarter. Auburn leads Lincoln 27-25 there. Of course, we are at the half on your community radio station, Rainier Avenue Radio. And as you can, that just doesn't look, that just does not look like I want it to right there. Yeah, there we go. You can see that a little bit better. As you can see, those scores right there. A lot of people are playing tomorrow. Obviously, top-ranked Mount Spokane will open their District 8 Round 1 game tomorrow against Ferris, as well as you also got North Central, the 8th-ranked team, starting their first-round game in the District 8 tomorrow at 6 against Southridge. Mount Vernon playing tonight. It was supposed to tip off at 8, so we haven't got a score from that one, but they are playing against Everett in round 2 of District 1. Rainier Beach, the 11th-ranked team, will play a loser-out game tomorrow as the Sea King District starts. And as you can try to put that up on a bigger screen there for you, as you can see, Rainier Beach is hosting Mercer Island tomorrow at 7 p.m. That going down there. And Roosevelt and West Seattle will tip off at 7. All these ones for District 2 Round 1 are all loser-out games. Seattle Prep is at Liberty, and Nathan Hale is at Lake Washington. Winner of this game will play the winner of Nathan Hale and Lake Washington, and the loser of this game will play Mercer Island and Rainier Beach winner. Both of those games would be on Tuesday, no matter if you win or lose here in the Metro League Championship game. We have a wonderful museum going on here at your community radio station, Rainier Avenue Radio. The Call to Conscience Black History Month Museum is currently going on every day for the month of February, February 1st through the 29th. One more extra day because it's a leap year, and open every day, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. A lot of wonderful exhibits have contributed and donated to this that you can see at the museum. Seattle Black Panther Party. You got the Rainier Cinema and Black movie posters. You got the Hartsfield Quilt Collection. Revere XR, which is a virtual reality of the Central District of the past. And the Seattle Steelheads. The NAACP Washington, Zell's Famous Chicken, who are celebrating 40 years this year. Nasty Mix Records, that's their mix-a-lot, DJ Nasty Ness, Kid Sensation, and a lot of the stars of the late 80s and the early 90s here in the Northwest of hip-hop. South Seattle Emerald has exhibits, Mohai, you got Total Experience Gospel Choir, Black Prisoners Caucus, lots more. And then back to the Total Experience Gospel Choir. They are performing at the Columbia City Theater tomorrow at 6 p.m. We are not broadcasting that on Rainier Avenue Radio. So the only way you can see this rare opportunity to see the Total Experience Gospel Choir rock live is in person. So you're going to want to purchase a ticket to the Call to Conscience Black History Museum at calltoconscience.world. That's calltoconscience.world to purchase tickets for the Black History Month Museum. Calltoconscience.world. And then again, that is an in-person only event. The Total Experience Gospel Choir has since retired from regular performances. This is one of those rare opportunities to see a Northwest staple, or was a Northwest staple, but in the history books for real. Total Experience Gospel Choir and Pat Wright performing live at the Columbia City Theater tomorrow at 6 p.m. We will then host a Nasty Mix Records reunion next Friday at the Columbia City Theater. DJ Nasty Ness will be there, who hosts K-Fox Night Beat on Rainier Ave on Sunday nights. Of course, their Mix-a-Lot, Kid Sensation, and all the movers and shakers and artists of that ground-shaking label for Northwest Hip Hop will be hosting there at the Columbia City Theater. We'll be broadcasting that one as well, so if you can't make it down, we'll show you all the sights and sounds at the Columbia City Theater next Friday, 6 p.m., the Nasty Mix Records reunion, all part of the Call to Conscience Black History Month Museum. Speaking of hip-hop, I myself go under the name of D Money and host a hip-hop show called Fresh Juice on Wednesday nights. And we'll be broadcasting a Valentine's Day special on Valentine's Day as we bring in a real musical couple in Mal Holiday and the Hospitality 206 will join us live 9 to 11 p.m. Fresh Juice Valentine's Day special with Mal Holiday and the Hospitality 206 on Wednesday, Valentine's Day night, 9 to 11 p.m. We could spend it with our honeys, but we'll spend it with you. That's how it's going to go down. We'll be back with your second half of action here on your community radio station, Rainier Avenue Radio, after these messages.
Rainier Avenue Radio.
Rainier Avenue Radio. Your community radio station will provide you with more information. Hands don't touch your face, wipe things down, clean up your space. When you cough and sneeze, do responsibly. If you feel you're getting ill, isolate at home and chill. No, you're not alone. Please pick up your phone and call 206-477-3977. King County 206-477-3977. Public Health 206-477-3977. King County 206-477-3977. Public Community Radio Station will provide you with more information. Say Rainier Avenue Radio. Your community radio station will provide you with more information. Rainier Avenue Radio.
Dealing with COVID-19 is uncharted territory, and everyone has different challenges. People may feel anxious, down, or overwhelmed. For some, these feelings can lead to changes in sleep patterns, an increased use of alcohol or drugs, or withdrawing from the people around them. If you know someone who's having a hard time coping, you can help by reaching out to talk and listen. To learn more about how you can help someone in need, call the Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 800-273-TALK. Brought to you by the state of Washington.
This is Paul Pearson, host of Star Time. And when I'm not meeting Mrs. Jones in that cafe for a chat and nothing else, I'm listening to Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
Join Rainier Avenue Radio from 5 to midnight. Sunday evening sound set.
And so as we start the second half here, Bulldogs with the basket, the pool within 5, 7:30 left to go. Well, I should say only 30 seconds into this third quarter. Bulldogs, I'll tell you what, already you see more intensity from the Bulldogs. I'm sure Brandon Roy was in their grill in the locker room there. So you see the intensity coming up defensively. In particular, steal there. Ball's on the ground and
jump ball.
Possession arrow goes to Garfield.
All right, Bulldogs have the possession arrow. They get the ball. O'Day with the kind of man-to-man full court. Nothing serious, just with a man trying to maybe take a few more seconds off the clock coming across the timeline. Bulldogs on the other end. Ish with the ball out to Jamari Harris. Harris with the drive, and the ball is blocked. A great block coming out of nowhere was Malcolm Clark. And keeping it inbounds, O'Day on the run on the other end. Webb with the ball, out to Clark. Clark in the paint. Little step over move, left-hander off the window, won't go. Bulldogs with the rebound, and they're on the run. Ish, Kanakuamwe with the ball. Legend Smiley spins, gets it up. Are they going to give him the bucket? Let's see what they say.
Foul on the play.
Nope, they're saying. I tell you what, nice play by Legend Smiley, spinning and through the contact, got the shot up and it went in, but they said the foul was before the shot. So Bulldogs with the ball. Smiley taken out under the basket. Out to Marcel Jones. Jones directing traffic. Jones guarded by Brian Webster. Jones gets the screen. Now at the top of the key, tries to pass it to a cutting Jamari Harris. It's off the knee of an O'Day player. So Bulldogs will have it. Reset the shot clock. They're up 30. 6:29 left to play. A minute and a half into this third quarter. Fighting Irish leading by 5, 32-27. I'm Rick Dupree live at SPU Brome Pavilion along with the man, Kareem the Dream. And turnaround jumper. And that was Legend Smiley. And you see just a smooth jumper. Tell you what, he lets the game come to him. Just a great player. And Daniel B., we are here live. Garfield girls won another Metro title. And the boys trying to do the same. On the other end, 3 points. And that is Quincy Brown for 3 points. Brown on the right side, giving the Fighting Irish a 6-point lead, 35-29. Bulldogs looking for an opening. Ish with the ball. Looking, he's guarded. Out to Legend Smiley, 8 on the shot clock. Bulldogs trying to create something, a lot of one-on-one. Smiley, the three-pointer. Looks like it might have been, nope, I was going to say might have been blocked, but kind of air ball. And the turnover to the Fighting Irish of O'Day. If you just tuned in, I'm Rick Dupree, along with Kareem the Dream, Daniel B., bringing you live coverage of Metro Boys AAA championship game here at Seattle Pacific University. O'Day leading Garfield 35-29 here in the third quarter. And we've got a foul. Nope, check that. O'Day, a player stepped out of bounds on the sideline there. So Bulldogs take over.
Garfield must have a very good basketball program, man. They're playing some very good basketball tonight. Boys being coached by Brandon Roy.
Well, Garfield, as far as one of the storied basketball programs here in the state of Washington,
Haven't they won 2 out of the 3 last state championships?
and I believe I've got to do the research, but I believe Garfield has the most state championships for the boys program. I think. Don't quote me on that. We got some researchers out there. You know, let us know. Send a message to us here.
We got comments. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and all that. You can just
Let us know. I'm calling the game. I can't do the research. I'm going by memory here. And at 60-something years old, the memory ain't what it used to be. All right. Ish with the jumper from the top of the key won't go. Bulldogs with the rebound. That is Marcel Jones coming down with it. Back out to Ish. Ish jumper from the left side. No, won't go. But there is Jones again. I'll tell you what, Marcel Jones, a guard, and he's
again.
Ish.
Let's go.
Switching from the left to right and off the window.
Shoot or shoot.
On the other end, you got to be there defensively, and they're going to call the foul on Legend Smiley. Brian Webster leaked out and got the long pass. So Webster will go to the line for 2. 35-31, O'Day leading Garfield. 4:33 left to go here in quarter number 3.
Shooting 2.
First free throw rattles in and out. No good.
Patrick Galvin into the game for O'Day.
Second free throw up, and it is good. The Fighting Irish a 5-point lead. So O'Day, or rather I should say Garfield, trying to cut into that 7-point lead of O'Day's going into the halftime. Legend Smiley all the way to the rack, and he's going to be fouled. And again, I can't say enough good things about Legend Smiley. I've seen him since he was a freshman, now a junior. But again, I just love the way smooth game, but he lets the game come. It doesn't force a lot. Saw an opening there, took it all the way to the rack, got the foul. So he'll have 2 shots. First one is up, and it's good.
I also think Legend is a cool name.
Yeah, I know, isn't it?
Yeah. And he's wearing the number 13, which is the same number as Paul George of the LA Clippers. Let's get it.
Second free throw is up and in.
It's crazy how you know all that.
See, that young mind can retain all that. That's why he's Kareem the Dream, baby. All right, Fighting Irish out top. BJ Shannon. Shannon on the baseline driving, takes it in, layup, and it's good. BJ Shannon, nice drive on the baseline for the bucket. O'Day with a 38-33 lead. On the other end, Ish with the ball. Over to Simmons. Simmons to Legend Smiley. Smiley behind the back. Guarded by Quincy Brown. Over to Marcel Jones. Jones looking for opening at the free throw line. Kicks it out to Simmons. Simmons baseline jumper. Long, no good. Fighting Irish with the rebound. They're on the run. BJ Shannon with the ball guarded by Marcel Jones. Shannon out to Webster. Webster on the baseline. Kicks it out. And the three-pointer by Shannon won't go. Legend Smiley with the rebound and a blocking foul. Yep, they're going to call the blocking foul Quincy Brown. Brown doesn't agree with the call, but got to give him some room, and he didn't. So checking back in for the Fighting Irish, first time in the second half here, Donnie Burkett.
Burkett into the game for O'Day.
Jones with the ball on the right side in front of his bench. Pass to Legend Smiley, almost stolen. Smiley saves it right out about half-court line. Now drives on the left side. Free throw line jumper won't go, but he draws a foul.
Foul on the arc.
I think Smiley now, if I'm not mistaken, I want to say he's about 6'4".
Smiley at the line.
Again, like I said, they don't have the heights listed on the Garfield roster, but I've watched this young man develop. First free throw is good. His father was a great player at Garfield, went on to USC. and his dad, part of what many feel the greatest basketball team in the history of the state, the Garfield Bulldogs, that won, I want to say it was 1974, I believe. Keith Harrell, JoJo Rodriguez, Roy Dale Smiley. I mean, the list goes on and on. The great players that they had on that squad.
Man,
That's great.
Garfield
Bronny
Riley.
James also goes to USC as well.
What's that?
Bronny James.
Yes,
goes to
yes.
USC.
Good point. And 3-pointer for the Fighting Irish, and extending their lead to 6 points, 41-35. Bulldogs motoring down. BJ Roy, I should say. Long jumper 3-pointer won't go, but Fighting Irish got the rebound, but then I believe stepped on the inline, so the Bulldogs will get the ball back. So as BJ Smiley walks, forgive me, as BJ Roy, I don't know why I keep wanting to call him Smiley. BJ Roy walking past the benches. Dad, the great Brandon Roy, had a couple words for him about that last shot. Looks like he said, just calm down, take a shot, take it when you got it. Some contact, and they're going to call offensive foul on Roy. No, check that. Foul's on Harris.
Out of bounds. Okay.
Foul is on Jamari Harris, his second personal foul. So returning for the Bulldogs, big number 5, Dre Nico, senior forward. So Garfield getting a little bit of pressure there. Fighting Irish across half court. There's Ordino with the ball. Over to Burkett. Burkett, long 3-pointer, won't go. Fighting for the rebound, and it's going to be Garfield Bulldog ball. Say was knocked out of bounds by Braylon Webb.
Garfield ball.
So again, if you just tuned in, 2 minutes, 15 seconds left to go in the third quarter. O'Day leading Garfield 41-35 in this Metro Boys Championship game. We are live at Rome Pavilion on the campus of Seattle Pacific. Bulldogs moving the ball on the top. Simmons with the ball. Over to Smiley. Smiley jumper, and count it, 3-pointer. Legend Smiley. Pulls the Bulldogs within 3, 41-38, a minute 45 left to go here in quarter number 3. Fighting Irish moving the ball around. Braylon Webb with it.
Nice
Great
pick.
pass inside to Malcolm Clark for the lay-in. Tell you what, nice assist there. Set that up. Ryan Webster. Smiley with the ball, guarded by, Braylon Webb, Simmons with the ball on top. Over to Smiley. Smiley gets a screen. Back over to Simmons. Simmons a 3-pointer. No, won't go. And they're going to call Marcel Jones with the foul, clearing out for that rebound. He got the rebound, but use that big body to and not a tall guy, but he's got some meat on those bones, and he moved the guy out of the way. They call the foul there on Marcel Jones. That is his second personal foul. He'll go to the bench. O'Day, 1:10 left to go here in quarter number 3, leading at 43-38 over the Garfield Bulldogs. Orbino across the timeline. Over to Shannon. In the corner, over to, I believe that is Webb. Braylon Webb with the ball. Now back over on the other side. That is Shannon. Drops it into Malcolm Clark. Clark, the big man, looking for a shot. Hits the side of the backboard. No foul call as he goes falling against the padding on the wall. Garfield on the other end. And they're going to call Ish Kanakuame with the travel. Kanhu Kamwe. I believe that's how. I hope I'm pronouncing it right.
Oh, you're trying too hard, Rick.
Kanhu Kamwe. I like Kanhu Kamwe. Yeah. I'm reading it as it's spelled, but that may not be how it's pronounced.
Usually doesn't.
All right, Fighting Irish with the ball. Jumper won't go. That was BJ Shannon. Fight for the ball. Say it's off of O'Day. Garfield ball with 24.7 left to play here in the third quarter. Fighting Irish leading by 8, 43. I just checked that. Leading by 5, 43-38. Tell you what, my mom was a math whiz. She might reach up out of the grave if I get my numbers wrong like that. We certainly don't want that.
Ouch.
To smack me. My mom, I tell you, she back in the day, she said, well, we didn't have calculators. So she knew my DT was something else. All right, they're going to call it carry on the Bulldogs turnover there. So with 7.3 left to play in the third quarter, Fighting Irish with the ball. Orbino with the ball. Over to Shannon. Shannon looking for an opening. He's going to take the three, and it's good. BJ Shannon at the buzzer. Giving O'Day an 8-point lead after three, 46-38.
Wow. Wow. Did not expect that.
Yeah. Garfield was mounting a little bit of a comeback, but I tell you what, and they trying to erase that 7-point halftime deficit, but with that three-pointer at the buzzer, Fighting Irish taking 8-point lead into the fourth quarter.
As expected, they're playing a very close game, but O'Day has taken the first two or the two meetings this season and very close ones. Of course, Garfield was state champion last year, but it looks like this is not the same state championship team from last year for the Garfield Bulldogs. And I don't know, maybe it is it. Is it O'Day the Fighting Irish this year? I don't know. But what I can tell you is in District 3-4, a very, very close contest just early in the third between Auburn and Lincoln Tacoma, first round there. Auburn leads Lincoln Tacoma 38-36. Up in Wesco in their second round contest. That one between Mountain Lake Terrace and Shorewood. It's all Mountain Lake Terrace, 71-43 final there. Mountain Lake Terrace moves on to the semifinals of District 1. And Mount Vernon leads Everett 26-22 in their second round game.
So there you have it. Fourth quarter just underway. O'Day with the ball. Orbino hands it off to Shannon to Webb. Webb looking for room, kicks it out. Baseline jumper won't go. And that was Patrick Galvin. Bulldogs with the ball. Coming all the way down off the window. Jamari Harris, the senior captain, takes it all the way to the basket to cut the lead to 6 points, 46-40 here at the start of quarter number 4. Fighting Irish with it. Webb looking for something. Back over to Shannon. Galvin. Back to Shannon. And let's see. They're going to say ball went off of Shannon's foot, they said, out of bounds. And so it'll be Garfield basketball. So, and as we said, I mean, yeah, these teams, it's the third meeting of these teams. The first meeting of the season, O'Day won it 60-52, 8-point lead win there. Second game, the Fighting Irish won it by 1, 59-58. And right now, O'Day with a 6-point lead, 46-40. So true to form, Legend Smiley, long three-pointer is good, nothing but net. Legend Smiley cutting that lead, I should say, to 3 points. Orbino on the other end, backs it out. Over to Shannon, to Webb. Webb on the left side, looking for something cut off. Orbino with it. Back over to Galvin. Galvin driving to the basket. He pushed. They don't call it. And Bulldogs with the ball. Jamari Harris now backs it out. Over to Ish. Ish with the ball. Tyler Conway still with the basketball. Over to Simmons. Simmons to Smiley. Smiley over to the big guy, Dre. Nico. And let's see, they're going to call, I think, a blocking foul. Nope. Yep, they call offensive foul on Dre Nico. Big guy there, and he just pulled over, just slipped down, pulled over the defender. Tell you what, wouldn't want to get in that guy's way. That's a big young man. So timeout, 6:15 left to play here in the ball game. Fighting Irish of O'Day leading the Bulldogs of Garfield 46-43.
So the Sea King District 2 starts tomorrow. And first round games, the loser out games. Sorry, it's girls. Boys, Mercer Island will be at Rainier Beach tomorrow. Remember, these are all loser out games. Roosevelt at West Seattle. Seattle Prep at Liberty. And Nathan Hale is at Lake Washington. The winner of the Metro League Championship will host the winner of Nathan Hale Lake Washington on Tuesday. at 7 p.m. And the loser of this game will host on Tuesday at 7 p.m. against the winner of Mercer Island at Rainier Beach. So between the two opportunities there, if you lose this game, you might find yourself in a battle with Rainier Beach. So definitely facing Nathan Hale or Lake Washington seems like a lot more of a promising aspect. So you definitely makes it a lot easier if you win this one.
Yeah, you don't want to go against the Vikings of Rainier Beach, I tell you. that is not a good opponent to have waiting for you. All right, back in action, O'Day with the ball. Webster over to Clark. Clark, good pass inside to Webb, but Webb can't handle it. And back out to Shannon. And the three-pointer won't go, but rebound comes down to Webb, so a new 30 for the Fighting Irish. That's the way to keep the game in your favor. Controlling the offensive glass. Nice try, BJ Shannon with a little floater for the bucket. Giving the Fighting Irish a 48-43 lead. 5:35 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Bulldogs now with the ball. Marcel Jones looking inside. Back out to Ajayi Simmons. Simmons inside. Legend Smiley was cutting. And I think they're going to call a foul. Okay, looks like setting the screen. They called a blocking foul on Ish Kanakuamwe. So that's his first personal foul, second team foul. So fouls have not been a factor. No, neither team has been in the bonus yet this evening. Fighting Irish again moving the ball on the perimeter. BJ Shannon over to Brian Webster. Webster going from right to left, now looking for an opening on the right side at the elbow. Nothing there, kicks it out to Webb. Webb for the three-pointer, and it's good. Braylon Webb with the three-pointer, extending the Fighting Irish lead to 8, 51-43. Bulldogs on the other end. And they're going to call that against the Bulldogs. Oh, no, timeout. Check that, timeout, Bulldogs. Brandon Roy talking to the official there. Not sure if he wasn't happy with something there, but now calling his team in and giving them some instruction. So 4:48 left to go in the ball game. O'Day leading Garfield by a score of 51-43 here in the Metro League Championship live at Rome Pavilion here on the campus of the Seattle Pacific University Falcons.
I tell you, that District 3 round one game between Lincoln and Auburn is hot as hell. It's all tied up at 47 in the fourth quarter.
All right, back in action here. The Bulldogs with the ball, 17 on the shot clock. Oh, great pass from Ish Kanakamwe into Jamari Harris. Harris fouled on the play, gets the bucket. He'll go to the line for one. Boy, that was a great dish, setting him up for that.
Yeah, Harris, another Agent Zero out here.
Yeah, Steve. And his free throw won't go, the lefty. So 6-point lead for the Fighting Irish, 51-45, 4:35 left to go in the ball game. Jason Kerr, O'Day coach, all the way on the end there, having some words for the official.
Jason
his
Kerr
player
used to be
drive.
my coach.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Franklin.
Yeah, Kerr has won a few championships in his day.
Yeah.
Oh, great drive. Kanu Conway takes it to the rack off the window, gets the bucket. So that pulls the Bulldogs to within 4. 51-47, 4:13 left to play. Timeout on the floor.
It's a close game. Garfield can still win.
Oh, yeah. And these meetings have been close. Again, the first game, O'Day won it by 8. The second game, O'Day won it by 1. So these are two teams very evenly matched. Looking across, I see Garfield alum who won 2 state titles with the Bulldogs. Ishmael Butler, a lot of you may remember Ishmael, was part of the Diggable Planets, had cool like that.
Yeah, Ish. Okay.
Ish right across.
You know, speaking of Northwest hip hop history, Nasty Mix Records reunion at the Columbia City Theater next Friday. We're broadcasting that Sir Mix-a-Lot will be there. Kid Sensation, DJ Nasty Ness, all the movers and shakers for that label.
Yeah.
That's going down live on Rainier App and in person at the Columbia City Theater next Friday, 6 p.m.
And, we interviewed Sir Mix-a-Lot for the Black Panther documentary. As a kid growing up, he used to be at the Boys and Girls Club, which is across the street from the Black Panther headquarters. And he said they would walk by, and each day someone would ask him, hey, kids, what'd you learn? Yo, man, what'd you learn at school today? And they would tell him, and he said, well, come up here, young blood. You're going to unlearn it. So
unlearn it.
Yeah, he had a great experience with the Black Panthers, Sir Mix-a-Lot.
That's crazy.
Anyway, drive in, and a great drive by Brian Webster, but can't get the shot to fall. Bulldogs with the ball. 3:55 left to go. It's a 4-point ball game, 51-47. O'Day. Oh, Ish. Great ball handling, but can't get the shot to fall. Bulldogs get the rebound. It didn't hit the iron, so the shot clock didn't reset 10 on the shot clock. Legend Smiley driving all the way in. 3 players around him, and he's going to be fouled. And I'll tell you what, these O'Day fans not happy with that call. But Legend Smiley forcing the action, took it to the rack. And I'll tell you what, if you're aggressive and going to the rack, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get rewarded for that. Smiley, I don't think he's missed a free throw all night. And Smiley hasn't missed many shots either. He's had
smiling all night. Man.
Yeah. Creating his legend. Hits both free throws, makes it a 2-point ball game, 51-49. 3:35 left to go here in the ball game. Fighting Irish with the ball. B.J. Shannon across the timeline, guarded by Sammy Taylor. Bulldogs are stepping up the defense. Yeah, they're going to call Legend Smiley with the foul. That is his, I think, second foul. Let's see. Yep, his second personal foul. Third team foul. So 3 team fouls on the Bulldogs, 2 on O'Day. Reset the shot clock.
Don't look now, but Garfield's within 2.
Oh, nice give and go, but can't take advantage of it. Fighting Irish retain possession, though. 19 on the shot clock. Drop it back down to the big guy, Clark. He spins. I think they're going to call a foul. Yep, they are on Jamari Harris. Garfield fans not happy with that on the floor, though. So, again, reset of the shot clock. O'Day will have a new 30 with 3:09 left to play in a 2-point lead. Inbounds a big guy, Clark. Stolen from behind and knocked out of bounds, but they're going to call. And not happy about that. Jason Kerr, O'Day coach, not happy. Foul called on his guard, B.J. Shannon.
Out of bounds, Garfield.
So that is a third team foul. And that's Shannon's third foul. So got to watch that. He is the floor general out there. We can ill afford to lose him. 3:04 left to go in the ball game. Especially if it goes into overtime. That could be a factor. Oh, Conway. Oh, tell you what, did everything but got the shot to fall. But Garfield gets the rebound, and Sammy Taylor lays it in. It's a tie ball game. Fighting Irish on the run. Now they pull it back out and set it up. Ryan Webster on the right side, I should say. Now driving, taking it all the way to the right. Oh, and a block.
Nice block.
I tell you what, Jai Simmons said, don't bring that in here. Bulldogs with the ball can take the lead.
Come on, Ish.
Oh, Ish gets a little out of control there, throws it away. Backside stolen by the Bulldogs.
Picked his pocket.
So a couple steals back and forth. 2:12 left to play, and we got a tie ball game, 51 all. To Conway driving, looking. Finds Harris. Harris with the 3-pointer. The lefty won't go. And Fighting Irish with the ball. And saying there's a wet spot on the floor. And so we have an official's timeout to dry the floor off. So 148. O'Day now taking a full timeout. 148 left to go in the ball game. And it is all tied up. 51-51. What a game, you guys.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, that's also what I said when I went to the Black History Month Call to Conscience Museum, man. Oh, my gosh. A lot going on there, man. And you can go there every day until the 29th, 11 a.m. until 7 p.m. daily, the Call to Conscience Black History Month Museum. Purchase tickets at calltoconscience.world. Calltoconscience.world. Lots of exhibits there. We can read them for you real quick. Black Panther Party, Black Heritage Society of Washington, Rainier Smyrna Black Music Hustlers, Hartsville Quilt Collection, Revere XR, which is virtual reality of the Central District of the past, Seattle Steelheads, in Mississippi, Washington, Gazelle's Famous Chicken, celebrating 40 years this year, Nasty Mixed Records, South Seattle Emerald, Mohai, Total Experience Gospel Choir, Black Prisoners Caucus.
My goodness, you mentioned the Black Panthers, and on the evening of the 23rd, Elmer Dixon, one of the two co-founders, will be on hand selling his book. We'll also show a 30-minute preview of our upcoming documentary called Seattle Black Panthers Fight for Freedom and Justice, and or Justice and Freedom, I should say.
Okay.
I don't know the name of my own film.
That's the 23rd? Okay.
23rd. We'll be there live at Columbia City Theater, so check us out, and you can get a copy of Elmer's book. They'll sign it for you.
Buy your tickets, calltoconscience.world.
Fighting Irish with the leather. Tie ball game. 18 on the shot clock. Braylon Webb with it. Over to Webster. Webster, the shot won't go. Battle for the rebound, and it's going to be out on O'Day. So Bulldogs basketball. Tell you what, guys, I have lost my voice here with this hot tea. Trying to keep a voice.
Give this man some agua now. Or is that coffee or is that water?
This is hot tea, baby.
It's hot tea, okay.
Not a hot toddy, but hot tea.
What flavor?
Ooh,
Ginger.
come on, Ish. Nice spin.
Oh, it won't go. But Ish fouled on the play. So I'll tell you what.
Nice moves with no buckets.
Connor Conway has really stepped up his game and just getting to the basket, draws a foul that time. So he'll go to the line for 2 shots. 1:23 left to play, tie ball game.
He is also wearing number 1, which is the same number of hometown hero Michael Porter Jr. from Nathan Hill.
There you go.
How does he know this stuff?
Because he is a basketball aficionado. It's Kareem the Dream in the house, baby. Better recognize. All right, first free throw is good. Second one is up and no good. So with 1:20 left to play, Bulldogs with a 1-point lead, 52-51. And going to get a foul there. That is Sammy Taylor. Just guarding B.J. Shannon a little too tightly there. They'll call for the foul. 15 foul. Did they change the rules? I thought it was not until 7 when you go to. Well, we'll have to check the rule book. Things have changed on me.
Yeah,
so 1-1. And the first shot is up, and it's good. Got a tie ball game here with 1:16 left to play. B.J. Shannon at the line, looking at the basket. Dribbles once. And the shot is up, hits the back iron, no good. Fight for the rebound, and it's going to be out on O'Day. Garfield ball. So with 1:12 left to play in the ball game, we got a tie.
Somebody got to close out, man.
Somebody's got to. You're right. 52-52, and we've got a O'Day timeout. I tell you what, they are here to play.
It's time to break out that secret play because you got to get the lead right here. That way you can control the game a little bit, get the other team to foul you.
That certainly would be part of the strategy to see what they have. Again, the go-to guy for the Bulldogs has been Legend Smiley. He has been smooth, has hit a lot of shots, and again, not forcing it. But it's been a great team effort on both sides of the ball.
That first round game in District 3-4 between Auburn and Lincoln is still pretty hot. Auburn's taking their biggest lead of the game by 5 points over Lincoln now, 58-53 in the fourth quarter.
All right, so the Bulldogs will take it out, have the full length of the court to go. 30 seconds on the shot clock, 1:12 on the game clock. Inbounds to Ish. And he takes his time, comes across midcourt. Looking for a screen. He gets it, driving to his right. Over to Simmons. Simmons to Smiley. That's the guy that want the ball in his hands. Smiley over to Ish. Ish, long three-pointer. No, won't go, but there for the rebound is Simmons. And out to Ish, and Ish is going to be fouled. So B.J. Shannon trying to fight for that. That will be the 15th foul. So I believe Ish will go to the line shooting 1-1.
48 seconds. 48 seconds, all knotted up.
Brandon Roy pointing at, I believe, the shot clock, saying it should be reset with a few more seconds.
Every second counts.
And the official over there, and I believe that may happen. We'll see.
Garfield takes a 30-second
Nope.
timeout.
Nope. The official was just indicating the Bulldogs taking the timeout. So with 48.1 left to play, the Bulldogs will have the ball out of bounds with 6 seconds on the shot clock.
What can you do in 6 seconds, man?
Oh, there's a whole lot you can do in 6 seconds. And we shall see in a few seconds here.
I know, right?
Tie ball game 52-52. You are listening to Rainier Avenue Radio's live coverage of the Metro League Boys Championship game. Garfield girls a winner earlier in the evening.
Trying to make it a sweep.
All right, so taking out for the Bulldogs, Marcel Jones into Legend Smiley. Smiley.
Fade away.
Free throw line jumper.
Oh.
Jamari Harris there for the tip in. Giving the Bulldogs a 2-point lead, 54-52.
Lock 'em up.
And the Fighting Irish brings it across midcourt and then calls timeout. So you've got about almost a 10-second difference, 34.9 on the game clock, 25 on the shot clock.
Oh, man. O'Day has to knot it up, otherwise they're going to give this Metro Championship away.
Tell you what, the Bulldogs saying third time's the charm. They're trying to get this win here tonight.
Yes, sir.
Well, they say the teams step up in the postseason. They just give it away in the regular season. Oh, you can take that one. You can take that one. But when the championships are on the hand, the real teams seem to come out.
Well, I'll tell you what, both teams playing a good, I mean, again, and very, very closely matched in with the previous two matchups. So no surprise that this game is this close.
Yeah, Legend Smiley has been scary out there, like Friday the 13th, like his jersey number.
You got Freddie Cougar up in here.
Yes, sir.
So Malcolm Clark will inbound for the Fighting Irish. Gets it to B.J. Simmons, 22 on the shot clock. Again, about almost a 10-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. Fighting Irish looking. Webb with the ball, takes it all the way to the basket. Won't go. Rebound to the Bulldogs. Legend Smiley with it.
Foul.
And he's going to be fouled. Oh, you don't want to send that young man to the line.
That man rarely frowns.
So 17.6 left to play.
He does not frown very often.
We got Friday the 13th on the line right now.
Oh, I'm already running.
So Legend Smiley with 2 shots. Bulldogs a 2-point lead, 54-52. 17.6 seconds left here in the Metro Championship. First free throw is up, and it is no good. Legend Smiley, I believe, his first missed free throw of the ball game.
Damn.
Tell you what, that's what the pressure does. He'll have one more try at it.
Back into the game for Paul Davis.
All you need is one, Legend. Let's go.
Smiley dribbles and shot up and good.
You got it.
Giving the Bulldogs a 3-point lead, 55-52, 17 seconds left to play. B.J. Shannon with it across half-court line. Pushes off, no call there. He gets stuck, gets rid of it. Drives to the basket, the ball's knocked away. Stole a great defensive play by Jamari Harris. Jamari Harris tipped the ball, then got the steal and the foul. So 5.4 left to play. Harris will go to the line. The Bulldogs leading it by 3, 55-52.
That might have been the game right there.
We got another Agent Zero on the line.
We just need one here, but it's 1-1, so we've got to hit this first one on the front end. It's good. That is the ball game, gentlemen. 4
Lucky
points,
lefty.
5.4. Now you can just let them, you don't even have to play defense. Let them go down and get the shot. It's over. Jamari Harris, second free throw is up, and it is no good. Rolls around. And Bulldogs playing defense still, hands up. 3-point shot at the buzzer, won't go. The Bulldogs with a big comeback. They were down 8 points at the end of third. They come back and win it, 56-52.
56-52. 56-52.
Bulldogs win.
Wow.
What a
Sweep.
game, huh?
Sweep by the Bulldogs. Sweep.
So the Bulldog girls and boys, both winners tonight, taking home the Metro Crowns. And this is what I love to see. You know, these guys, I mean, they played against each other. They know each other, have known each other since they were kids.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And, yeah, you see the sportsmanship after the game. They got
I
a lot
know,
of respect for one another.
they're going crazy over there. Bye. They're like, bye. Go home. See you later, losers.
Oh, my God.
They're talking crazy.
So that will do it for the ball game here tonight. Again, Garfield Metro champions win it by a score of 56-52. I'm going to throw it to Daniel B. He'll give you all of the details regarding what is coming up tomorrow and beyond as we now begin the march toward the state championship. Daniel?
Yep, as they hand out the Metro League Championship to the Garfield Bulldogs here on your screen. The Sea King District 2 Championship starts tomorrow with the first round games, and O'Day will play on Tuesday against the winner of Mercer Island at Rainier Beach. A loser-out game that tips off tomorrow. Also tipping off tomorrow, Roosevelt at West Seattle, Seattle Prep at Liberty, and Nathan Hale at Lake Washington. All those games are at 7 tomorrow. First round of the Sea King District 2. Those are loser-out games. Garfield will play the winner of Nathan Hale at Lake Washington. That game is on Tuesday at 7 p.m. And then Rainier Beach will play on Tuesday as well at 5 p.m. against the winner of Mercer Island at Rainier Beach. So there you go. Sea King starts tomorrow. An update on that District 3 Round 1 game between Auburn and Lincoln. It looks like Auburn's pulling away here late in the fourth, 68-59. Auburn might finish that one off. So we appreciate you for tuning in to another edition of Metro League basketball right here on your community radio station, Rainier Avenue Radio. Congrats to both the Garfield Bulldogs boys and girls. And look for future game announcements as we move through Sea King districts and the state championship by subscribing and liking us on YouTube and Facebook, Rainier Avenue Radio.world. We now return you to previously rescheduled programming. So props to Rick Dupree, Juan Cotto, Daniel Bellis, and of course, Kareem Ladreen.